Welcome to Wizard City, young wizard. Things here are not normally this hectic. There's a problem on Unicorn Way that absolutely must be dealt with before we can get you enrolled.
All right.
I've an idea. Perhaps, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, you might take a look. You may be able to help. It will also let you see more of Wizard City.
The headmaster hands you a letter with an ornate wax seal.
Please deliver this letter to Private Stilson at the Unicorn Way gate. He will let you through. You can use the yellow quest helper arrow at the bottom of your screen to guide you there.
None shall pass! Unicorn Way is off limits. There are ghosts everywhere.
You show Private Stilson the letter with Headmaster Ambrose's wax seal.
Looks legit. I'll let you pass. Show this to Private Connolly in Unicorn Way.
Ah, a letter from the headmaster. You're very brave to bring this to me. Be careful going farther down Unicorn Way. The street is dangerous. I've seen wizards like you go down that way and never come back. Beware.
I know
Your
how to
arrival
do this.
is a blessing. We need help fending off the ghosts in Unicorn Way. Some dark forces have risen, and we don't have enough guards to stop them.
Well,
We would be honored if you would use your powers and chase lost souls away for us. That's turn the tide for us. We'll follow your lead and get back to work. If only we knew what's causing the spread of the undead. You should talk to Sarah Nightchant and see if he can use any help.
Greetings! Professor Mulinda Wu sent me here to see if the rumors about the fairies are true. The guards won't allow me to go out any further, but they haven't stopped you yet. Would you check for me? Just walk down Unicorn Way and see if you can find any fairies. If they attack, you'd best know how to defend yourself. Unicorn Way is swarming with evil fairies? They have been corrupted just as I feared. You couldn't even change them back by defeating them? Oh, that's really bad. Apparently, evil forces at work here in Wizard City. Some dark element has emerged despite Ambrose's attempts to keep us safe. Thank you for letting me know. I must alert the others. My friends always tell me I never leave well enough alone, but this time something foul is afoot. I'm sure of it. You can help me get to the bottom of this curse upon Wizard City. Do you know Lady Oriel, the Seraph? She might understand what happened to the fairies. Speak with her in the hedge maze at the end of Unicorn Way.
Oh, praise the light! Someone has come at last! Something has been corrupting my fairies. Since you have come in my hour of need, use this in future battles. Thank you for coming at this dark time. If you are as brave as you look, I know you will help save my fairies. Please go out to Unicorn Way and defeat some of these evil fairies. Collect the dust that they drop. With that, I will be able to tell more about their corruption. I know it is a dark task, but it must be done. Take care, young wizard. You have returned with the fairy dust. Please give it to me so that I can investigate the reason for their corruption.
Lady Oriel looks visibly shaken.
They have been enchanted by something that is undead. This does not bode well. How has evil become so brazen in this place? These are dark times indeed. I have heard that someone has hung bone cages along the street. I fear these are being used to trap my fairies and corrupt them. Please, you must free the captured fairies from those horrible bone cages before they become corrupted. Go quickly, my friend. We thank you, young wizard. The freed fairies have already told me of your heroism. Your deeds will be remembered here on Unicorn Way. And to show my appreciation, here is a healing spell. Remember to add it to your deck so it will aid you in your time of need. We must find out who is behind the corruption. My fairies whispered of a monster whose bones made a clacking sound as it came for them. Sarah Nightchant knows Unicorn Way very well. He will know if there is a sinister skeleton that now haunts my street.
This began to show. Lady Oriel sent you to investigate the corruption of the fairies? I will gladly tell you what I know. When the dark fairies began to show up, I had suspected Lady Blackhope, but even she has never tried to enchant fairies before. Then the fairies gave report of a skeleton? Of course! Who else could it be but Rattlebones? Since I grew up here, I know a lot. I do not know yet what Dark Master has aided him, but Rattlebones has taken over my old friend Delia's tower. Find him in the tower and stop him from making any more cages. Please, do what you can to save the fairies. You did it! Now the fairies will sing again! You bested that wretched skeleton Rattlebones! I wish that was the end of our troubles in Wizard City, but I'm afraid a more sinister evil is still out there. Thanks to you, Wizard, Unicorn Way is in less danger than it was. But we are still not out of the dark woods yet. You should report our progress to Headmaster Ambrose. The news about Rattlebones may help him determine what doom has come to Wizard City.
Oh, congratulations, young wizard. I hear that you have found a solution to the fairy corruption. Unfortunately, Wizard City is not out of peril just yet. All is at risk.
You tell the headmaster what Rattlebones told you.
So, Alistair has designs on bringing Wizard City to its knees, eh? This does not bode well. We will still need to be on guard, lest his evil plans succeed. Thank you for all you have done, young wizard. My apologies for the excitement, young wizard. There are forces at work, making things disorderly. Welcome now to the Ravenwood School of Magical Arts. Now, on to your enrollment. There are 7 magic instructors here in Ravenwood. You should visit each of them to get to know them better. You can use your compass to find the Ravenwood Tunnel. The main schoolhouses are there circling the great tree, Bartleby. Return to me when you're finished. Oh, good. Now you know where all your classes are held. I hope you liked all the Ravenwood instructors. If you want, you can wander about to see what all Wizard City has to offer. I should mention, though, there have been some strange events around town. Nothing serious, nothing that a promising wizard like you couldn't handle. So, as a reward for your visiting all the instructors, here is a new spell card. Don't forget to add it to your deck. Oh, goodness. You've only just enrolled, and you're fast becoming one of our brightest students, young wizard. Dark times call for exceptional people, and I sense you're one of the best. Would you do another favor for me? You've demonstrated you're capable and unafraid. Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town needs help. I'd like to see what you can do. Go through the shopping district and look for the Old Town gate. Show Muldoon this letter, or else he won't let you pass.
Halt! Who goes there?
You show Sergeant Muldoon the letter from the headmaster.
This darkness has come upon Wizard City so quickly we're overwhelmed dealing with it. I'm glad you're here to help. Good job. You're that student everyone is talking about, aren't you? They say you're Wizard City's last hope. And you've just enrolled. You did a good job spooking the spooks on Unicorn Way. But evil is on the move. Push down in one place, something pops up somewhere else. Now it's Old Town's turn. If we lose control of Old Town to the undead, all of the other streets will be isolated and will fall. Here's what we need you to do. Defeat Lady Blackhope and lock her in her tower on Unicorn Way. Do that, and I'll let you pass. So, you beat the ghost, did you? Very impressive. None of the guards were brave enough to face her. With Old Town secure, I feel better about letting you through to the other streets. But be careful, understand? Something's going on. This place is not as safe as it seems. I hear fearful rumors about a big nasty wraith named Lord Nightshade roaming around. My guess is that he's responsible for much of the trouble Wizard City now faces. Susie Griffinbane is down on Triton Avenue asking for help. But we're spread thin with all the problems in Wizard City. I think her brother is lost or something like that. Can you help her out?
So glad you came. I've been trying to get someone to help me, but the guards are far too busy with all the events of late. The headmaster sent you? Great! My brother and I can use the help. We are trying to stop all the undead that broke down the gate from the haunted cave and invaded the area. My brother Arthur went on ahead to check out the haunted cave. He had a theory that the force behind all this was in that cave. I'm worried because I've not heard from him for a while. Could you go see how my brother is doing? He should be just inside the haunted cave. Maybe he's identified the dark presence responsible for Wizard City's troubles. Did you find him? This is his wand. Something must have happened to him. I'll bet he was right about the haunted cave as being the source of evil. Could you talk to Duncan Grimwater? He is a death student studying the events here, trying to piece together what is going on. He's a little snobbish, but he might have a clue as to my brother's whereabouts. Can you check with him, please?
Merle Ambrose sent another student to help out? I guess he thinks that Susie and her brother cannot handle this situation. Well, that's what happens when you send Storm students to do a death student's job. Susie says that her brother is missing? Ha! I think he is hiding back at Ravenwood. But I'll check around and see what I can find out. In the meantime, I could use some help with my field studies. I need to find out the fighting tactics of the undead. Knowing how they fight may give me some insight into how we can defeat them. I would do it myself, but... I just ran out of treasure cards. It shouldn't be too hard. Just defeat some haunted minions and rotting fodders. Report back to me afterwards.
It's done now.
You survived? I mean, that was fast. Those undead are not as tough as they seem, are they? So what did you learn? What? The undead were using storm magic? That doesn't make any sense. Where could they have learned that? Maybe you could ask Susie what she might know about this. And tell her I'm still trying to find out what happened to her brother.
What? Duncan needs my help? Wow, that's a first. Duncan is right. You don't normally find the undead using storm magic. Someone must have put them up to this, but who? I have seen them wearing some kind of strange medallion. Battle some rotting fodders and collect these, then take them to Duncan. Maybe he will know why the undead have them.
So
You collected these from the rotting fodders? Great! This will help me out. Where could the undead have gotten storm medallions? In order for me to investigate these medallions, I will need some Lumina crystals. They store storm magic and will be affected by the medallions. To get some Lumina crystals, you will need to go see Blad Raveneye, the miller by the falls. He runs the storm mill that produces the Lumina crystals.
You are here investigating these events with all the undead? Ooh-ha! It's about time something was done about them. They're scaring all the citizens away. You need some Lumina crystals for your investigation? Why, I'd give you some, but my entire inventory was taken by the undead. If you can get over to the street and take back my barrels, I will gladly share them with you. I don't believe it. These Lumina crystals you brought me have been drained of magic. I'll bet those undead have a way of stealing the power from them. You'd better take this crystal back to Duncan. I'm sure he'll want to see this.
The undead are able to steal magic from the Lumina crystals? They are too dim-witted to know how to do this on their own. Someone must be helping them. We still need a charged Lumina crystal to find the source of the storm medallions. Defeat Scarlet Screamers until you find a fully charged Lumina crystal. Then return it to me so we can finish the investigation.
That literally took
You got the
me
crystals from the
8
Scarlet
battles.
Screamers? Great! Now we can figure out what's going on here. And especially who is behind this.
Duncan waves his wand over the Lumina crystal and the storm medallion. Magical electricity arcs from the medallion, and an image appears in the crystal.
Of course! Go tell Susie Griffinbane that the undead on Triton Avenue are being led by the Harvest Lord, and that he has captured her brother.
My brother's been captured? We have to save him! Oh no! I'll bet that when Arthur was scouting the haunted cave, the undead kidnapped him. He's probably at the Harvest Lord's tower right now! Please, if you defeat the Harvest Lord, you'll not only save my brother, but you may stop all of the haunting on this street.
Thank you for freeing me, my friend. I feared that no one was ever going to find me. Please, go and tell my sister that I am safe. I know I have worried her so. May the winds of chance bring us together once more, wizard.
Doing it.
You saved Arthur from the Harvest Lord? Thank you, young wizard. I don't know what I would have done had I lost him. You'd better tell the headmaster what has happened here. He needs to be informed on what's happening in Wizard City.
By Bartleby, you
By
defeated
Bartleby.
the Harvest Lord? Oh, not many students can make that claim. Good work, young wizard.
Thank you. I know I did good work.
The Harvest Lord mentioned that he was helping Malistaire. We need to find out what Malistaire's plans are, if Wizard City is ever to return to the nice place it once was. It's hard to run a school with all the monsters running amok. Many thanks to you for straightening everything out on Triton Avenue, young wizard. I fear the worst is not over yet.
We're just gonna take all
One
the
of my
quests.
guards, Private Quinn, sent a message asking for aid. Can't spare any men, but maybe you can help. He's on fire, Cat Alley.
Hey, you there. Can you give an old soldier a hand? I'm Private Quinn. I was planning to meet some fire elf friends here, but they didn't show up. They like to have their fun with me sometimes, but with all that's happening, would you check on them for me? Head over to Fireglobe Theater, where they live, and see if they're all right. I'll wait here in case they arrive before you do. You're back. Let me guess. They were playing a prank on me.
Private Quinn falls ashen when you tell him about the fire elves.
Oh no, that's no prank. You don't know them like I do. Something horrible must have happened to the fire elves. Once, a fire elf saved my life with an arrow. His name was Phoebo. He said, "We're friends forever because their magic connects everything they touch." That's it. Bring me their arrows, and we can find out what happened to them. You'll have to duel a few of them first. Great. Thanks for doing this for the fire elves. If the fire elves are cursed or enchanted, and I'd bet my life they are, this arrow should reveal who did it. Greta Darkkettle used to teach alchemy at the school. She might help if you bring her the arrow.
So, you found me. What do you want? You can tell that Ambrose I'm not coming back.
You explain the curse upon the fire elves. Greta takes the arrow you brought, then chuckles.
He's a good soul, that Quinn, but what he knows about magic, you probably learned your first day. I need more than this. To find out who cursed the fire elves, I'll need a charred knife from one of those Magna men roaming the street. I'll be waiting. You got the charred knife? Excellent. This'll show the school I know what I'm doing.
Greta sprinkles magic dust on the charred knife and arrow.
Aha! The fire elves have been cursed by a banshee's wail. All you need is a lock of her hair. Talk to Private Quinn. He could prove useful. He may know of a banshee lurking nearby.
Banshee's wail? That sounds like a wicked curse. Good thing you convinced Greta to help. I've received reports that a banshee is up to no good. I know who it is, too. Estilla Gravewind haunts the last tower at the very end of Firecat Alley. Defeat her in battle and snip a lock of hair from her wicked head. Greta needs that hair to save the elves.
Ah, you have a lock of the banshee's hair. After this, Ambrose should believe what I've been telling him about the death school.
Greta burns the lock of hair over a white candle, and then hands the melted wax to you.
Done. Tell Private Quinn that the wax from this candle can break the curse on his precious fire elves.
You have the cure? Great news! I've taken the wax from the candle and mixed it into a potion. I hope I did it right. You'd better do the rest. Defeat the fire elves and their leader, Prince Alacane Swiftarrow. The potion should then break the curse. Good luck, young wizard.
Thank you for freeing Prince Swiftarrow. Your deeds here will long be remembered by the elves.
I'm glad to see the elves again, even if they are a bit annoying. No, I never thought the curse would win, even for a moment. Still, I'm glad you helped my friend, Prince Alacane. Firecat Alley is much too dangerous, young wizard. Someone needs to warn the headmaster. Please go tell Headmaster Ambrose about the curse upon the fire elves. I will stay here and warn the others.
Eh? Ah, it's my favorite student. I hear you've been exploring the different streets around the city.
The headmaster listens intently as you tell him about the events of Firecat Alley.
I was afraid of this. Malastare is trying to keep us from finding out his real plans by causing chaos and panic on every street. We must find out what he is up to, for the safety of our school. I will have to think on this some more. He has found many creatures to help do his bidding. I fear that he has sinister designs, not only for our world, but for all the others as well.
Uh-oh.
You have done quite well, young wizard. I am proud of you. Keep up the good work.
There's a kid on Cyclops Lane named Nolan Stormgate. You should talk to him. He sounds like he's in trouble. He's dealing with the giants there and has been asking us to send students. Better go see what he wants.
What are you doing here? Only talented wizards like me should be out on these dangerous streets. Think you have what it takes? This place needs real heroes. We'll see if you can make... Let's see how useful you are. Professor Drake put me in charge of a very important mission. Magical artifacts from the old Death School have resurfaced. I've decided you're going to recover the one inside the spooky dark cave. Every other student I've asked has been too afraid to go, so I'm hoping for better from you. Battle everything in the dark cave until you find the Rune Skull. You found the Rune Skull? Huh. Faster than I could have imagined. Professor Drake will be pleased with me. I told a few students to pick up death relics up the street. Now they're nowhere to be found. No doubt gabbing instead of working. Can you look after the students on the slim chance that something's happened to them? I'd start with the trolls. They look shifty. What is this?
Wings.
A letter? How odd. Trolls can't read. By the handwriting, a Cyclops wrote this. They never dot their I's.
It's addressed to him, whoever that is.
Alistair.
I should take a look at it if students are in danger.
Great fire, Bats! The Cyclops have kidnapped the students! Oh, good thing you found this. We must act immediately.
Oh my gosh.
I hope they're not gonna blame me for those students getting themselves kidnapped. I know. I'll inform Professor Drake at once. He'll know what to do. When I tell him how those students got themselves kidnapped while I was... On second thought,
That's right.
I think you should go tell
it.
him. I'll stay here and keep an eye on those Cyclops.
What do you want?
Professor Drake sneers at the ransom note.
Here, take this message to Victor Darkwood, the robe shopkeeper. Be quick about it. Time is of the essence here.
Ah, a message from Professor Drake. Yes, I've been expecting you. You'll need to hurry back with this.
The shopkeeper retrieves a large sack and hands it to you.
Here you go. Professor Drake's laundry. Freshly cleaned and pressed. And don't let it drag on the pavement now.
That certainly took you long enough.
Professor Drake shakes his head at you.
You're still worried about those missing students? Yes, well, this is definitely a problem.
Yeah, it's
Take this message to the headmaster. That should resolve things to my satisfaction.
Ah, young wizard, it's good to see you. You have a note for me. Let's see it.
The headmaster reads Professor Drake's note.
I will not expel you from the Ravenwood School of Magical Arts, regardless of what Professor Drake thinks of you. You are not responsible for the problems on Cyclops Lane.
Exactly.
General Achilles and his men promised to drive out the trolls. Now, Achilles has gone back on his word.
See, it's not my fault.
I fear there is something more sinister behind Achilles' change of heart. This M is to blame. We will need to know more.
Yup, M is definitely from Alistair.
Drake is of no use here, but you have been most helpful. Go back to Nolan Stormgate and help him straighten this out.
I wasn't expecting Professor Drake to leave everything to us. He must really trust me. Professor Drake is expecting big things. The Cyclops General Achilles wrote the note, so we need to reach his keep. But to do that, we need a gate pass. Maybe... Can you steal one from the Warhorns? All you have to do is defeat some. Yeah, that should be easy enough. You got the pass. Great job. I'm glad I thought of that.
Shut up.
With your magic and my brains, we make an unstoppable team.
Shut up.
Okay, here's my plan. Show your pass to the guard, Romulus, outside the keep at the end of the street, and he'll let you in. He's not too bright. Then you must challenge General Achilles in combat. Cyclopses are honor-bound. According to the Cyclops Code of Honor, he can't refuse to fight you.
Fight us.
See where I'm going? Even if someone is telling Achilles to hold the students hostage, once you defeat him in battle, he will be honor-bound to free them. All you have to do is beat him.
You have defeated me, brave wizard. So I must honor your request to free the students. My master will be angry that I let them go, but I must obey the Cyclops Code of Honor. Go now. They are free.
Nice.
Thank you for freeing us. We were starting to believe that no one was coming to help us.
Thank goodness you showed up. No telling who would have come to rescue us.
I thought at least Professor Drake would have come looking for us, but he didn't. Thank you for coming to our aid.
No?
Let me get this straight. The Cyclops were holding the students hostage in order to bring chaos to Wizard City? But who would make General Achilles do such a thing? I'm sure Professor Drake could figure out who's behind this mess if he wanted to. Too bad he's always so busy. We should tell the headmaster how we saved the students, especially my plan to sneak you inside the keep. Still, I have to find those artifacts for Professor Drake. After what happened, I shouldn't let anyone else do it. Would you go tell the headmaster what happened? Tell him how you were able to save them due to my brilliant planning. I'm sure he'll reward us both.
Quite a daring rescue. I'm glad that you were able to save the students. It bothers me that someone could force General Achilles into a sinister plot against Wizard City. I suspect that M is Malistaire himself. It seems obvious that this is another of Malistaire's plans to throw us off his trail. With all the wizards busy here in Wizard City, Malistaire feels free to carry out his ultimate plans. Hopefully, we can catch up with him before then. Keep up the good work. Nolan seems to have warmed to you. Perhaps Professor Drake isn't far behind. I know these assaults on our city streets are related. Someone must be working for Malistaire. I may know who is behind this, but to be certain, I'll need to access the old library archives. Unfortunately, the archives are locked. The key is in the old town tower. Even worse, the tower is now haunted by a horrid ghost named Foulgaze. We need this key, young wizard. Go defeat Foulgaze and bring it to me. Then we will be able to uncover who is working for Malistaire.
Right.
You have defeated Foulgaze and found the tower key. Great job, young wizard. Now we can get down to work. My reading of the archives confirms what I suspected. These invasions are being led by the Wraith Lord Nightshade. I believe he's working for Malistaire, who recently stole books from the library's restricted collection. Seek out Lord Nightshade, young wizard, and recover those stolen books. He's hiding in the haunted cave off Triton Avenue. We must have those books returned. Hopefully, Malistaire left them with Lord Nightshade.
You find a journal and a mysterious skeleton key.
You have defeated Lord Nightshade, the Wraith, young wizard. Perhaps now we can restore order to our fair city.
You show the headmaster the journal and mysterious skeleton key.
A key. Interesting. This journal is not one of the stolen books, but it could give us a clue as to Malistaire's whereabouts. The journal you recovered speaks of a hidden door behind the waterfall at Rainbow Bridge. Could this be the place? No, it isn't possible. Unlock the door with a skeleton key and investigate what lies beyond. Beware of what may lay in wait. I fear Malistaire may have hidden something sinister behind that door.
Hello there, wizard. My name is Dworgen. It's been a while since I've seen any students. Curiously, no one comes to the school anymore. Not since Malistaire left. What? The Death School has fallen below the rest of the Ravenwood campus? That does explain everything. I suppose I should get out more often.
Amazing. I cannot believe the Death School fell into Nightside and survived. Do keep its location a secret. I've learned of more mysterious doings through the journal you found. Malistaire apparently traveled to the world of Krakatopia to find the Order of the Fang. Who knows what chaos he sought there? Oh, young wizard, you must use what you have learned here at Ravenwood and travel to Krakatopia. I need for you to locate this Order of the Fang. Malistaire is looking for a book that they have. He must not find it.
The headmaster hands you spiral keys for Wizard City and Krakatopia.
Here, you will need these spiral keys. Now, go and speak to Bartleby. He will teach you how to travel between worlds. I wish you well and good speed on your journey. You must find that book before Malistaire does. If not, he'll destroy the spiral and everything with it. The future of Wizard City is in your hands, young wizard.
These spiral keys are ancient magical relics that wizards use to travel between worlds. The spiral chamber lies inside me, my very heart. Go into the spiral chamber, and I will tell you more. The spiral is the magical thread that holds together our universe. There are countless worlds on the spiral. Wizard City is just the first. To reach another world, a wizard must use a spiral key. Each key is unique. It will only take you to one world. To use the spiral key, you need a spiral door like the one before you. It is a magic doorway that can open to anywhere. Use the spiral door to travel to Krakatopia.
Welcome, Effendi. You come to wondrous Krakatopia at a most dark time. We have been cursed ever since the one you call Malastair arrived. Oh, the Tuts have come back to life to crush us under their oppressive fists. Please speak with a Sergeant Major in the Oasis if you would help rid us of this Malastair person.
Probably won't even do much, if anything. Well, this guy might give me a nice hit next turn, which will... Tower Shield will be good then. They're nice and enchanted blade.